When your horse refuses a jump they've cleared dozens of times before, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? Yes, it's frustrating. It can feel like stubbornness, a bad day, or a battle of wills with an animal that outweighs you by 1,000 pounds. But behind that refusal, there's something deeper that most riders never consider. It's one of the most desperate forms of communication your horse can offer you, and if you push through it, punish it, or call it a training problem, which most riders do, you might be silencing the only voice they have for something they cannot show you any other way. Let's start with what a refusal at a known fence really means. 1. It's not defiance, it's a distress signal you were never taught to read. Most riders, when their horse stops at a fence it knows, land on the same conclusion. The horse is being difficult. Maybe they got lazy. Maybe they're testing you. Maybe your trainer is right and you just need more leg. Here's what's actually happening. Horses are prey animals. Every instinct they carry tells them that hesitation in the open is dangerous. Stopping, planting, refusing forward movement. These go against everything their nervous system was built to do. When a horse refuses a jump it has jumped before, it is working against its own survival wiring to stop. That costs them something real. They are not saying I won't, they are saying I can't, and they have no other way to say it. Think about that for a second. Research in equine locomotion has shown that horses begin compensating for musculoskeletal pain weeks, sometimes months, before that pain becomes visible to the human eye. The refusal at the fence may be the first outward sign of something that has been building quietly inside them, long before you ever noticed anything wrong. And by the way, if your horse has also been rushing fences, chipping in awkwardly, or swapping leads unexpectedly, don't brush that off. We'll get to what those signals really mean at the end, and it's something most riders wish they had understood much sooner. 2. What the science actually found. A 2019 study published in the Equine Veterinary Journal examined horses that trainers had labelled as displaying behavioural resistance, stopping, napping, refusing obstacles. When those horses were evaluated by veterinary specialists, more than 70% had identifiable musculoskeletal pain that had gone undiagnosed. 70%. Behavioural scientists who study equine pain call this pain-mediated behaviour. And what makes it so easy to miss is this. Horses almost never stop trying immediately. They try to comply. They try to push through. By the time the refusal comes, they have often been sending smaller signals for weeks. Subtle stiffness at the mounting block, one ear pinned during grooming on one specific side, a reluctance to move forward that comes and goes. The refusal at the jump is not the beginning of the conversation. It is the horse finally raising their voice, because everything quieter went unanswered. Your horse has been trusting you to notice. The refusal is not a breakdown in your partnership. It is a last resort from an animal who still believes you might listen. 3. The body never lies. Where horses carry silent pain. Here's what most people don't realise about how horses experience pain. They are extraordinarily good at hiding it. In the wild, showing weakness meant showing vulnerability to predators. So over millions of years, horses became masters of masking discomfort, right up until they can't anymore. The most common sources of pain behind jump refusals are not dramatic. They're quiet. A hock that aches on landing, a back that compresses under saddle, a stifle that catches on the push-off stride, a mouth sore that flinches every time contact is taken on the approach. None of these look like injury from the outside, but every single one can make a fence that used to be effortless feel like an impossible ask. And the jump your horse knows best, the one in their home arena, the one you've drilled, is often exactly where the pain pattern becomes predictable. Their body knows what that specific effort cost, and it says, no, your horse is not punishing you by refusing. They are protecting themselves the only way they can, and in doing that, they are trusting that you will hear them rather than override them. Now, before we keep going, if you're seeing your horse differently right now, hit like and subscribe. That's how we reach more riders who want to love their horses the right way. 4. Why horses can't just tell you. In a wild herd, an injured horse communicated through movement, pace, posture, gait, the angle of the head. The herd read those signals fluently. It was a shared language, immediate and precise. Then humans arrived, with saddles, arenas, competition schedules, and training programs built around performance. Horses have adapted to us in extraordinary ways, but the fundamental gap remains. They cannot speak our language, and most of us were never taught to speak theirs. The refusal at the jump is ancient communication landing in a modern context where we've been conditioned to treat it as a problem to correct rather than a message to decode. 5. Your horse doesn't do this with every rider. This part matters. Horses in pain do not refuse equally with everyone. Studies on equine pain response have found that horses are actually more likely to show pain-mediated behavior with riders they trust, because with those riders, they have learned that communication is possible. With a stranger or a rider they fear, horses often push through. Adrenaline and self-protection override the signal. With you, the person whose weight and rhythm they know, the person they have learned to read, they allow themselves to stop. That refusal is not a rejection of you. It may be the deepest form of trust your horse can offer. They believe you are safe enough to finally tell the truth to. They chose you to stop for. 6. The window is closing, what most riders never realize. This is the part most owners wish someone had told them earlier. Pain-mediated refusals do not stay at one fence. They do not stay manageable. When the signal goes unanswered, when the horse is pushed forward, reschooled, told the refusal is the problem, something shifts. The horse learns that communication doesn't work. Behavioral scientists call what follows learned helplessness. The animal stops signaling because signaling has never changed anything. What you see after that is not a cooperative horse. It is a shutdown one, a horse that jumps mechanical and hollow back, that flinches at tacking up, that has stopped trying to tell you anything at all. Remember those earlier signals, the rushed fences, the unexpected lead changes, the reluctance at the mounting block. Those were the earlier chapters of this same story. The refusal at the known jump is often the last chapter before the horse goes quiet for good. If your horse refuses a fence they know, the answer is not more leg. It is a veterinary evaluation, a saddle fit check, a dental exam, an honest look at the pattern that led here. Don't wait for the quiet. So when your horse plants at a fence they've cleared 100 times and you feel that surge of frustration rising, pause. What you're looking at is not a difficult horse. You are looking at an animal who has been carrying something invisible in a body built to hide it, using the only language available to them. That is not stubbornness. That is a horse who still trusts you enough to ask for help. And that refusal, it was never small to them. It shouldn't be small to you either.